Hello world, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm continuing our Java Basics series and today we will cover the string cleanup methods like trim, replace and split. Also there will be a challenge and I'll be providing a cheat sheet at the end of this video. So let's jump in. The first method is trim. As the name suggests, it basically removes the leading and trailing white spaces. It just removes leading and trailing white spaces, but if your string contains white space in the middle, it won't touch that. So let's check this with an example. I'll just copy this user email. I'll paste it here. Now let's print the email and its link. So I'll just do system.out.println and let's print the user email first. Now let's print its length. So I'll just do system.out.println and I'll do user email dot length. Now let's run it. So this particular string has length 27. Now let's create another string, the trimmed one. So we'll just call it as a trimmed equal to user email dot trim. We will call trim method on this user email variable. Now let's print the string and its length as well. So we'll do system.out.println. We will pass the trimmed and we will do same thing for the length as well. So just system.out.println trimmed dot length. Let's run this as well. So initially we had this length 27, but after calling the trim method on it, it has removed the white space. As we can see, we had white space at the start and at the end of the string, but that's not the case with the trimmed one. And we also got the reduced length, which is 23. So that's how trim works. Now let's move on to the next method, which is replace. So as the name suggests, it basically replaces the string, the replacement with the substitute value. Now let's check it with an example. So we have the string messy. I'll just paste it here. Now let's replace these dots with an exclamation mark. So I'll just do string, maybe we'll call it greeting equal to hello. Sorry, it's messy dot replace. And what we want to replace, so it's basically this dot sign, and we want to replace it with an exclamation mark. So I'll just call it. Let's print both the strings. So I'll just print system dot out dot println. Firstly, let's print this messy one, and after this, system dot out dot println. Let's print the greeting. So initially we had this string hello with three dots. As expected, it has printed the message string, and after that we had this greeting. But in the case of greeting, we have replaced this dot with the exclamation mark. And as expected, we got three exclamation marks since we had three dots. So this is how replace works. But there are other use cases of replace as well. So let's say we have another string, maybe I'll take same string, hello, I'll call it hello itself. And now we want to remove these dots or these symbols. We just want hello to be printed. So in that case, we'll just call it cleaned equal to hello dot replace. And I want to replace these dots. I just want to remove them. So I don't pass any substitute for here this dot. So I get this cleaned string here. So let's print it out. System.out.println and let's print this cleaned. I'll just comment this code block. Let's run it. So as expected, we didn't pass any substitute, so it had just removed this dot and it replaced it with nothing. So we got this hello string with no dots or no exclamation marks, nothing else. We just got this hello string. That's how the replace works. Now let's move on to the split. So as the name suggests, it basically turns the string into arrays and it converts this based on a delimiter. So let's say we have some sort of string which contains several commas. This can be an example of a CSV. So let's say we have Java tutorial beginner separated by a comma. So I'll just take this. I'll just clear up this first. Okay, let's paste it out here. And now create an array of string maybe I'll call it splitted equals tags dot split, and we want to split in on the basis of comma. So we'll just pass this comma here. So it will return us uh, the string converted into an array. So we will get Java tutorial beginner 2026, all this splitted into this particular array. So let's print the first one. So I'll just do system.out.println and let's pass this splitted of first, maybe zeroth. Let's run it. So as expected, it has returned us Java. Now let's check the second index. I'll just do splitted of 2. So 0, 1, 2. It should return beginner. And as expected, it has returned us the beginner. So this is how the split works. You basically pass whatever the delimiter you want, and based on that delimiter, it will convert the string into array. We will get an array based on that particular delimiter. So this is how string split works. Now let's move on to the challenge. So basically we have this input 1, 2, 3 in parenthesis and separated by space. After that we have 4, 5, 6 hyphen 7, 8, 9, 0. And the expected output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So I forgot to tell you one thing. I'll just let's take the input first. Output, expected output, which is this. Let me call it input. Okay. So initially, so basically all the string method that we tested or that we checked today, trim, replace, split, so all can be chained together. So if you want to replace uh, multiple characters in one go, so we can do that. So let's test it out. So string input equals, this is our input string. I'll just call it, create a new string here. And now let's do the sanitization. So first we want to remove this, and we don't okay, so the resultant string don't have this opening parenthesis, neither the closing parenthesis. So we'll just create another variable cleaned equals input dot replace. So we want to replace this starting or opening parenthesis with nothing. So we'll just do this, and as I mentioned earlier, we can change this operation. So I'll call replace again. Now I want to replace what? So I want to replace the closing parenthesis as well. So this, and we don't want to replace with anything. I mean, we don't want its substitute. So I'll call it with an empty string. Now I want to replace the space as well. So I'll just put it here. I have added space and I don't want anything as its replacement. Let me format it first. Okay, let it be. I'll just do this. So I guess that will do our job. System.out.println. Let's run this. Cleaned. Or looks like we got an error. We'll need to find it out. Okay, so we missed the parent semicolon. So we got this. Okay, so we don't want this hyphen as well. So I'll just chain it again, replace, and I'll pass this hyphen, and I don't want any of its substitute. So I'll just call it with an empty string. So let's run it again. So this is how we got the resultant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And we don't have any parentheses, opening, closing, any space or any of the hyphen, any of the characters. We just got the cleaned output here. So that's all about today. So as I mentioned, we will be having a cheat sheet. So this is it. So we basically tested the check this trim method. So the use case is it is used to clean the user input and it returns a string. Now we have replace method. So we pass the existing character and its substitute. It is used to format or sanitize, and it also returns the resultant string. And now comes the split. So it takes a delimiter or whatever the character that we want to cut, and based on that it returns us the array of string. So it is used for CSV parsing and similar things. So yeah, that's all about today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.